Hello and welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We're playing more Ordeal Call II in Fate Grand Order. Things are getting crazy. Like usual, I just need to send out the alert the media to my Discord and other such things. Unfortunately, I come bearing some negative news in the Type Moon universe. Fate Extra Record, which we've all been eagerly awaiting, has been delayed indefinitely, as it's no longer being published by Namco Bandai, and it's so sad. Proving, unfortunately, that all this FGO money they're getting from the gacha is not in fact being funded into their other development cycles. We do not have Red Garden, we do not have Mahoyo 2, we don't even have the Mahoyo movie, and we don't have Extra Record. All the good Type Moon projects that are not Fate Grand Order are pretty much non-existent. And that's honestly what's killing me about this franchise. It's really gotta stop it, because FGO is my least favorite of all the things I just mentioned, to be real. I like FGO, but my god, is it nothing compared to those proper visual novels. Funny, for how successful that franchise is, it really does feel like 10 people living out of a garage working on stuff still, and not like a huge ass team of people. And the alerts are out. Everything is so edgy in this, not Lost Belt, but Singularity. Okay, let me read the comments. Good evening, double trail ahead. Oh, double trial ahead, right? They're not trails, they're trials, correct? They just currently don't have a distributor. Yes, but they've also indefinitely delayed it, which means bad news either way, because it's going to take them forever to find a new distributor, even if that were the case. We're doing okay this morning. A little bit stressed out, but yeah. Heard a new FGO series is coming? I haven't heard about that. Except Namco Bandai has been doing international releases of a lot of stuff lately. And we believe, yeah, I mean, hopefully you're right. Basically, yes, hopefully you're right that the game itself is mostly done and they're just trying to find a distributor. But I'm pretty sure it's something like whatever they still had to do is taking so long that they've decided to just put it on hiatus. They have no idea when it's going to release. How hard am I going to go for Aoko and Alice? I might do Aoko, but I'm not as thrilled about her as I would be if she actually stuck to her Mahoyo design. I don't like how they had to redo that and remove literally... They changed everything but the one part... Or sorry, they kept everything except the one part I wish they would keep. So I'm upset there. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see the new story stuff, though. Is Ordeal Call II good in your opinion for this point? I think it's more interesting than some of the other chapters, for sure. We are essentially stuck in Ritsuka's dream, a dream singularity, kind of like Shimosa and stuff that we've done before. And the idea here is that it's like Ritsuka's living out a happy, peaceful school life until all of a sudden someone murders her parent, her mom and sister, or their mom and sister, depending if you're playing the male. And so now Ritsuka is becoming all vengeful as fuck and getting angry, and the main bad guys are clearly trying to tempt Ritsuka into becoming an Avenger-like person. Have you already pulled for someone from the summons? What do you mean by that? I don't think I care for anyone who's currently on the banner. Let's see here. Who is on the banner? Yeah, I don't care for Marie Antoinette. Especially with her current attitude, as she's one of the villains right now. We just found out she and Count Cagliostro are like student council president and vice principal of the school, and they've been bad guys from the very beginning or something. Ordeal Call 1, a lot of people said was kind of like a weaker chapter in the first place, so I'm not surprised. Hi, cool Kermit. But either way, we can resume and see what's going on. We were just about to take our, what is it, the third and fourth trials? Let's see how this works. Oh, are you telling me I have to use one of these guys? I hate that. Why? Why do you just decide arbitrarily that I have to use one of these? Fine, whatever. Please set the support servant as a starting member. Already did. There we go. That should be fine. Watch out! Got the update on Fate Extra Record? Yeah, I already said that. Well, I said it at the start of the stream, rather. The bad news is Bandai Namco is stepping down as publisher for the game, and they have a new publisher. Good news is the game is still in development. Well, I would certainly hope so. I haven't seen any, like, gratifying words saying, yes, we're still planning on releasing this game. Indefinite hiatus is, like, the one word they used operatively. Here's what you heard about an extra record delay. An alternative, maybe more hopeful, possible reason this could be the case is that we were told in a previous interview the delays. Yeah, from like 2024. It's been like 2 years ago. Yes, but we're getting 2 trumpets at once this time, apparently. Which is good, because we got a lot to get through. It's time. So maybe she's not really Marie Antoinette, it's one of those, like, fake ones, kind of like how Nito Kreese was there, to make a bigger splash on the scene than just their core base. An English dub, or other English dubs in general, is good for that. You know, it's all total speculation, though, and I'm not entirely optimistic about it. We'll see. We'll see. I do think they need to work harder on their, like, advertising of games like this. Because they did kind of a shit job of showing trailers and things initially. We need to see a whole lot more, and a lot more promise that it's actually going to come out. And I agree that it probably deserves a bit more love than just the way that they kind of shadow launched, you know, Samurai Remnant and other things. Mommy Antoinette. If you mean to continue this journey, if you wish to see tomorrow, then overcome the 7 trials, shatter the 7 vengeances. Whether the 7th and final trumpet sounds in triumph or not, is up to you, Sarah. So basically, fight me! Fight me! Oh, cool. They should do this more often. They really need that cinematic touch. I am fire. I am a blade. Unlimited blade works. I am fire. I am a vortex. We're gonna throw that blade into the vortex, and it's gonna become a blade-nado. Run away! I am the scorn that remains after my dreams and revolution were thwarted at every turn. I am the bloody severed head whose love and respect was shattered at every turn. May the pain and suffering that tormented my loved ones stain this world. With my blade and petals, I shall sever head after head with neither love nor mercy. Hello, Neek Vanderhorst. This is you who still bear a heart. Listen well. I am the freshly spilled blood that will end your life. The fourth trial, the royal authority of despair, and the third trial, the chaotic mechanism, shall now put you to the test. Do you really need to have fancy names? I'm sorry to pile on again today after what I did yesterday, but I'm afraid it's time. If you mean to resist, then do so however you like. Fight if you must, kill if you must. Let the fire raging within you grow. Unleash your fury on us. Or perhaps... No, fire is enough. You needn't seek tomorrow any longer. What on earth are you talking about? My queen. Oh hey, look at that. Nice of you to show yourself and save us the trouble of looking. Both of you, stay on your guard. Master, you too. This woman may appear to know nothing of battle, but to underestimate her would be a grave mistake. She's a servant, of course she knows battle. Her hatred is incredible. It even puts me to shame, and I carry the hatred of the entire Tyra clan. You're quite the monster, aren't you? I like how her hand isn't even out of her sleeve, it's that big of a jacket. Yes, I am! I'm one of the most terrifying monsters you'll ever see! So please be careful. If you even think about holding back against me, my black lily petals will send your heads tumbling. I'm serious. Thupertherial. I'm Thupertherial, guys. Why was there a fade to black there? Like, that's it. We're in the same scene. You didn't need to do that. Hey, Marie. Yes? I see you were a servant after all. Yes, that's right. I'm not a pure human. Sorry if I misled you about that. I'm Marie Antoinette Alter, a heroic spirit, a true servant. I kind of miss when they stopped calling each other Alter, like when if someone had to describe them as an alter, as opposed to them self-introducing as alters. It's a little silly. I mean, it helps for clarity, for someone to call them that, but for them to themselves say that is silly. I don't actually live in this Tokyo, and I'm not possessing anyone either. Student Council President Marie never actually existed. No, we were having a conversation with Marie, then the scene faded to black, faded back to the screen again. We're still in the same classroom having the same conversation with Marie. Unless we're talking to a different Marie right now, but... Unless you're saying there's two Maries. One with a question, but they look the same! They don't even have different sprites. Come on, game, if there are two different ones. That Ritsuka's off in some classroom talking to this one, and the servants are all talking to a different one with Cagliostro. If so, they did a very, very piss-poor job of conveying that. Very piss-poor. Shame on them. Student Council President Marie never actually existed. They just put a question mark at the end of one of her names? No. And yet nobody ever doubted me for a second. Yeah, we're all pretty stupid, right? You can thank the third trial, Count Cagliostro, for that. He's got a skill that makes that sort of deceit easy. Altar servants having yellow eyes. It's just a thing, I guess. He was a master of trickery in life, so now that he's a heroic spirit, his power in that regard is incredible. He does amazing work. He can make horrific beasts bearing their fangs look like beautiful, pedigreed lapdogs. He can make heat seem soothing and cool. and make dangerously sharp weapons seem like fluffy cotton. Take me, for example. Take me. I will. He completely hid my servant aura, my magical energy, and my spirit origin that's been on the brink of a vengeful, murderous rampage since I was summoned. That's why you couldn't sense anything, right? Count Cagliostro. But you see, he's still in the same room, so no, there's not two different... See? It's the same scene. He's the first enemy servant we've encountered here, about whom we have no information back in Chaldea. Everyone else we've met has been a familiar face or a servant we already knew. So this is the only new hostile heroic spirit we've seen thus far. If we consider this place a variant of Shimosa, I suppose it makes sense. Well, don't fuck with my brain. The story's confusing enough as is. However, I still can't help but wonder. Account, huh? Been hearing that title a lot lately. Oh, is that right? Yep. Gotta say, though, I really hate hearing it from you. There's probably no point in telling you this, but the other Marie in Chaldea and I had a good talk about Cagliostro. And I have to admit, I never expected to see you fighting alongside that scumbag. Oh my, you don't say. Well then, I'm... Oh, don't bother apologizing. We're about to murder each other. Why bother, am I wrong? No, you're not. You're very right. Sarah? To tell you the truth, I was hoping to play with you a little more, but... I'm sorry. They say it's time for me to kill you now. So that's what I'm going to do. Please don't hold it against me, okay? Oh, really? As a matter of fact, I wish you and I could have gone on another date. Dude, that date was lame. Did you know there's a reproduction of the Statue of Liberty right near the mall we went to? No, I didn't know that, actually. Just tell me one thing. What is it? Did you kill them? No, I didn't. I wish I could tell you who did, but I can't. So... Oh great, we have to fight a bunch of colon first. Hello, Elijah Baron. Hola. Get back, Master. The time for talk is over. Oh great, more of the Icky Guts Brigade. Things kind of freaked me out a bit at first, but you better believe I had time to get used to them by now. I knew I liked you for a reason, Oruta. This is my anger. These are my flames. These are the fragments of my bitter blood, blood that will never be satisfied no matter how much is spilled. Yeah, my entrails of fury. Ew. Ew. Okay, I did not expect you to say that. But it's surprisingly accurate. They will forever despise this world and everything in it. They will forever cry out in love and hate. And just as my own loved ones are once taken from me, they will slither towards your love, strangle them, torment them, and rob them of all their tomorrows. Okay. Well, that's one way to describe those things. Normally, entrails are not supposed to have a personality, last I checked. They're not supposed to have an ego to feel all envious and shit, or enraged, or what have you. So silly. It's all so silly. They don't have a personality.
Oh my god. That is a quotable. Somebody put that down. You would never hear that on somebody's OtakuDaiKun live stream. What the hell?
She called them her entrails of fury or some shit.
I'm writing that down on the fridge or something.
Ew, don't do that. Don't put that on the fridge. Actually, no, we're gonna... Wait, what? Ugh, I hate when my card lineup just sucks. Which is pretty much all the time. I never get the cards I want. Well, see, they're supposed to be snakes. I think these are just recycled enemy sprites, right? They don't look like the entrail monsters, they're just bone skeletons. They just use bone skeletons, even though the sprite shows entrails. Like entrail snaky snakes. So they got lazy. They got lazy. Well, they look like snakes in the sprite, but not bone spider crab things. Excuse me. It is dry as fuck in here. We've had crazy weather. It's been windy as shit all day. Fatal battle. Oh, you are part of this group. Alright. Well, good thing I got lots of NP... what are you doing? Okay. As long as you're not cheating, okay? Makasenasai. Is Mordred a top tier in FGO? Are you talking about like meta in terms of game combat performance? I mean, she's not bad, but she's an AoE saber. She's not bad for that. In terms of a waifu, though, she is absolutely, positively Omega top tier. Do 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 do. You and all your debuffs. I will not have this anymore. There was speculation on a Facebook post that Koei Tecmo should be the publisher for the game. Be my question for you, which Japanese game company would you want to publish Extra Record? She's evading? You little bitch. You absolute bitch. Sorry, I was reading the comments from you guys. She's a cheating little biatch. I don't know. I don't really care who publishes the game. I mean, Koei Tecmo did okay with Samurai Remnant, I guess. They didn't pull any weird shit where you have to, like, pre-order multiple things. I already answered you, DC Tech. I said, Mordred is not necessarily top tier, is a, you know, she's your AoE saber, you know, like any other. Nothing too crazy there. But, in terms of waifu, she's amazing. In terms of gameplay, she's aight. She's not bad, she's not like Omega Spectacular either in that regard. Yeah, fine, curse. Do. Now I can kill you, hopefully. You cheating brat. Wasting all my crit stars on a stupid ass evade. College has been rough for a black dude like you? How so? How has it been rough? Like the staff treating you like shit? Classmates treating you like shit? Who knows? I'm not sure. You need to elaborate. And I imagine it might depend on the college, right? Because some of those are like liberal and inclusive as heck. You'd be surprised if that were the case, but definitely would like to hear what you've got to say. But yes, thank you, NekoCat. Freaking game. Magical energy supplied to Avenger class servants is weakened due to the Dark Shadow. As in, I shouldn't use them? I don't know if I even care. I'll do what I want. Whatever, I do what I want. Oh, well, wait, what does waking up at 6 a.m. have to do with you being black? I hate waking up at 6 in the morning. That's a nightmare. I always had like math class or my exams like first thing in the morning, always in like the freezing cold. You have to walk there in the snow. If you want a free SSR ticket pick, I mean Artoria is better. Yeah. You're telling me so she's still 60% better than the other average servant, right? Hey, here's another $5 for your servant fund. Still glad to see you streaming again. Lore video on Christmas events when? Oh, I don't want to do the Christmas events. They're all silly. I want to do serious events that actually have, like, plot meaning. Unless they're summer, because there's bikinis, and that's always an exception. I'll pretty much do anything for that, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not thrilled about the concept of that. Now we've got armored guys and those fire things, too. Maybe I'm imagining this, but you're speaking purely from pride. Yeah, no, waking up early sucks no matter who you are. Yes, you did pay for Summer Lore Volume 2. Our blades are sharper than ever. That has got to be the weirdest thing I've seen. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's because Master's giving us way more magical energy now. But in exchange... Well, now the Ordeal Call III one's, like, merged with Summer. Yes, we're not receiving nearly as much magical energy from the Shadow. Is it because he's exhausted? Well, no matter. Overall, this is still quite a boost. Hey Dantes, you're still in Master Shadow, right? Get a hold of yourself! Now I see. I understand you all now. It looks like you can handle anything I might throw at you. But, what was that Japanese saying that means look before you leap again? I don't know. Be sure to knock on a stone bridge before crossing it? I guess that's a translation of it. You know, I really like this country's sayings. The vice principal, Cagliostro, taught me that one. Anyway, why don't you all come join me at the stage in the school gym? We can put on a little nighttime homecoming just for us. You're not going anywhere! Pretty sure she is. Oh. What did you just cut? Oh my, you startled me. You can be such a brute sometimes, Kagekiyo. Damn, an illusion. Are Monster Girls part of this week's contest on your Discord server? Depends on how... The goal is to have something that is humanoid with something that is not typically humanoid, I think is what was described to me. So if it's a monster girl with a regular girl, most monster girls still look like regular girls to some extent. But I suppose if it's like that giant spider chick or something from Monster Musume or whatever, then maybe that would be different. You want English lyrics to the FGO songs? I'm not the biggest fan of FGO's music, to be real. I mean, they all seem like variants on the exact same kind of, like what you're listening to right now. It's like the same instruments being reused like a billion times in the slightest change of arrangement. That's why I liked when they started bringing in like Hollow Ataraxia music. It's pretty cool. Catch you later, Krishigan. It's probably a skill or noble phantasm, like the kind they used to hide their auras and magical energy. Aw, I suppose Cagliostro's trickery isn't enough to surprise you anymore. Well, that's okay. As I was saying, we'll be waiting for you in the gym. Just so you know, we've been preparing for this night for days and days now. You can't possibly win. You'll almost certainly wind up dead if you try. Yes, you were meaning monster girls like you see in Monster Musume and Monster Girl Doctor, which, by the way, infinitely better than Monster Musume. Sri Lanka. Oh, Sri Lanka time. Gotcha. I thought you were saying, like, it's time for Sri Lanka. No, you're referring to your time zone. So if you want to run, I'll understand. Oh? Oh, please. What good would that do? We can't afford to turn back, not with Master like this. You certainly can't. If you give up on the trials, Sarah's mind and soul will be stuck here forever. In Chaldea, we'll make it to the Antarctic. We'll never make it to the Antarctic. Yeah, I don't know. I would try to stick more with the prompt given to you to choose something non-humanoid. Like an actual monster. Something like crazy. Because we've already done monster girls to death in those contests. Your journey will be over. Humanity's path will be closed off for good, erased as though it had never been. But as long as you're okay with that, you can just stay here and keep living your life until you're old and gray. Would you get gray inside this dream world? I see. Or would you stay immortal? Alright, once again, Cagliostro and I will be waiting for you at the stage in the gym. If you say you still want to seek tomorrow, then come and find us. And good luck. We worked very hard on this wicked gauntlet we've created for you. Are we the man in gray? Is like some kind of weird Hollow Ataraxia situation where we're Unger Minyu simultaneously as Shiro? Wouldn't be surprised. Well, we know that the dream world would have to end, like, once Ritsuka dies. So, it would last at least as long as they're able to maintain Ritsuka in, like, a cryo sleep or some other shit. Hang on, does something seem off about this to you guys, too? She said, come and find us, and I know I heard the trumpet this time. So this has got to be a real trial, right? Now I see. Yes, you're right. During the previous trials, The quiet shadow that appears by Master's feet somehow took us to the trial servant's location. I kind of forgot. You nod and look down towards your feet. But there's no hint of a response this time. You see no sign of the black shadow that usually lingers about your feet. Nor is there any hint of its usual short, poetic words of warning. There's only silence. No response then? I see. He still has yet to show himself, even after the trumpet sounded, and his magical energy amplification effects are greatly reduced. Perhaps his magical energy is finally running out. That is the assumption we should operate on. I suppose this means we'll have to get there on our own power instead of taking the easy way. Bruh, you're at his school, just go to the fucking gym. Is that so? Fine by me, bring it on. Hot take, Sailor Moon's best transformation song is Eternal Sailor Moon. I can't remember what that sounds like off the top of my head. We'll get there on our own, come hell or high water. Let's go! The gym is on the other side of the grounds. This is the shortest route through the school building, but... Oh, let me guess, a bunch of monsters are gonna show up. Yeah, okay. More busy work, more busy work. Come on, bring it. Of course, it's not that simple. Yeah, we knew we were gonna run into more of these things. We'll just have to cut our way through. Shut up! Alright. I wonder if I'll even notice the difference in power with Mito Alter. Those monsters were so rude. I got sniffles. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like being able to breathe, but it's been a while since I've had a proper breath. Through my nose, anyway. It's so fucking stuffy! The weather sucks. It's freezing out. My door almost got frozen shut last night. Like I couldn't get out to walk the dog. Damn, we got 1 million. Yeah, we'll do this. Yes. Whee! Nope, I didn't notice a thing. Have any of you guys played Odin Sphere? I'm loving that game right now. Boop. Oh, and nights. Random nights. There's just no end to them. Why do the trial servants always need a damn entourage? Fight your own battles, you assholes! I don't sense any people nearby, and I haven't heard any screaming or shouting either. Odin's spear, is it Odin's sphere or spear? Shit, now I can't even remember. I think it's sphere, like a round ball. It's by Vanilla Soft or Vanillaware, I think. Vanillaware. They're just, they make really pretty 2D style games. Under the circumstances, I didn't notice earlier, but now that the trial has begun, it seems the people have once more disappeared. I'm glad we can concentrate on the battle at hand with one less concern, but still. This is getting us nowhere. Alright, I'm gonna use my noble phantasm to just blow up this whole damn hallway. Don't worry, I'll deal with the consequences. As a teacher at this school, I feel compelled to insist that this be reserved for a last resort. What a hassle. Alright, we'll just have to take another route. Who are your favorite green-haired girls? Route? What other route is there? I don't see any way besides this hallway. This way. Through the window. You broke the window? Wait, you couldn't just open it? Dude, who gives a fuck? She looks so disappointed by that. Come on, take my hand, master. Why is she so disappointed? It's Jalter. She'd be like, yeah, fuck the windows. Are you alright, master? Don't worry, I'm good. Good. Gotta say, it does feel a lot less cramped outside. Indeed, however... It seems our enemy had the same thought. Here they come. They're just pouring out of the windows. That sounds heavy. I wonder if it's one of those giant organ things or an armored guy. Sounds like the organ. Definitely the organ. Probably the red one. I guess we're all on the same page. Not gonna be much to go to bet on then. Lum. Lum is fantastic. She's kind of got like a two-tone hair, doesn't she? Busy work, getting through the busy work. Which of course I wouldn't mind if this were an action game, or you actually still had room to like level up characters and it wasn't all done like through fucking embers. I can't help but accuse them of padding just a little bit with all these battles. But I suppose I prefer it to fighting the same, like, boss, like, 8 times because they won't die due to plot circumstances. Like, I hate that. Like, fight them till you break 1 NP bar, or whatever, 1 HP gauge. Green hair and dark green hair. I'm not saying she doesn't count. I'm just saying she's got some strange colored hair, as far as, like, the tonality of it. I am a big bone skeleton. The lazy developers didn't even want to make a new sprite, even with all that FGO money. All your gacha money is used so that Nasu can snort coke off a stripper's ass. That's where it all went. That's where it all went. Not into making this game have more sprites and assets and animations or any of that shit. Just hanging out at the local maid cafe, stripping down the maids and sniffing their butts. Can't buy you time, but it can certainly buy you another intern or God knows what you need to just pay to have a new sprite made. Look, they really have no excuse. If you look at something like Nikkei and how much content they just keep pumping out, like at the highest fucking quality possible. You know FGO can do it. They just have gotten away with less for so long that they feel like people will let them off the hook. Wanna know something funny? For starters, Sailor Pluto. Lettuce Midorikawa from Tokyo Mew Mew. Or C2, Code Geass. I thought she was blonde. Maybe I'm just terrible with my colors. But I didn't think of C2 as green hair. If so, it's a very, very vibrant, bright green. I am colorblind, though. It's not that you can't see the colors, it's just that certain colors don't show up as well as others. And it makes it hard to differentiate between them sometimes. Gosh, I never considered that green once in my life.
Wait, really?
Nope.
C2's hair is green, yeah.
Yeah, it looks very blonde to me.
Wow.
Yeah. No, and I've taken those tests where you're supposed to like read the numbers and the dots and stuff, and I can't see for shit.
I've known you for all this time, and I was under the impression you knew C2's hair was green.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Wow.
It's a very different type of green than, say, Lum's hair.
That's true.
So, and those are
Wait.
both green.
No. Lum. As in, like...
He just said that Lum was green-haired. From... Dude, Urusei Yatsuda.
Yatsuda. Ah, okay. All right.
No, she's got two-tone green hair, yes.
Okay.
At least the stonks going towards hedonism is better than the same stonks being used to antagonize their player base. I suppose so. What example do you have of that? Okay, so your friend is playing through the Babylon Singularity and just sent me a screenshot of Jaguar Warrior saying, "Did you know servants die when they are killed?" Yep. Yep, a blast from the past, eh? That joke was overdone even back then. No, I'm not just kidding. We're finally at the gymnasium. The money goes straight to Elder Scrolls mods. This room can accommodate several hundred people at once. At this moment, there is not a person to be found. At least, not a living person. Imagine if Nasu's gacha money went straight into, like, playing other gacha games, like Marvel Rivals or something. He's just a filthy casual. Instead, all that can be found here has no place in our world. What the hell does that mean? Scorn, vortexes, hatred, blades. Sure just looks like an ordinary fucking building to me. And this douchebag. How good of you to join us, members of Akaldea. It may have been something of a stretch to present myself as the school's vice principal. That we only saw like once. But if my deceptions, pretenses, and schemes brought you some measure of enjoyment, why, nothing could make me happier. You'd think he'd be impressed by Hoyo's level of quality and learn to step it up himself. It is a pleasure to properly make your acquaintance. I am the altered version of Cagliostro. However, speaking of Hoyoverse, I did go ahead and get Acheron last night. It required me to install a giant fucking update. What was it like? like 80 gigs or some bullshit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these updates are huge. It is a pleasure to properly make your acquaintance. I am the altered version of Cagliostro. We haven't even met regular Cagliostro, and now you're the alter? Unless you're referring to the Samurai Remnant guy, which I don't have experience with, honestly. I am the third trial you must overcome to proceed. I have come to bar your way as an avenger. And I believe you've met my niece? Hello again, it hasn't been all that long, has it? No, so you don't need to introduce yourself. This is so silly. I guess my nasty tricks didn't work on you. Too bad. This is the first time I've seen the word simple summons, like, shouted out more than ever in the dialogue. Right, of course. You and I are full-blown enemies now, aren't we? Then I'll give you exactly what you're looking for. In fact, I've got something really nasty all ready for you. Cagliostro? As you wish. And what is it that I'm looking at now? You who still bears a heart, listen well, I'm the freshly spilled blood that will end your life. You already said that. Fuck, that's bullshit. My rage will sever you in twain. My entrails will ensnare and bind you. Ew. That's gross. If you would resist, then take up your blade. Yeah, probably. Fight me, kill me, transform your inner fury into flame. I'm just gonna reduce your HP to 0 and then watch the cutscene. Yes, fight me, but you're not the one who killed them. But you are keeping a secret of who did, so I'll give you a proper spanking. Yes, kill me. He technically was also the caster of one of the Heavenly Kings of Raiko that were defeated off-screen before we entered the Holy Grail War in Heian Kyo. Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't count, though, if it happened off-screen. I hate that shit. Yes, here, now more than ever before, transform your inner fury into flame. You hate whoever did this, right? You can't rest until you've made them pay, right? Oh yes, I know exactly how you feel. I know it so painfully well. We've had this conversation in the movie theater. It's okay, you don't have to hold back. After what's been done to you, no, us, we have every right to exact our vengeance however we see fit. Deep inside your chest, you can feel something aching, burning in pain. A fire. A fire endlessly screaming for you to burn everything to the ground. Burn it down to the ground. Bitch, you're no Palpatine. Do it. Do it. Were it a real physical fire, it would burn so hot your entrails would already be sizzling. Why my entrails? I'm pretty sure my skin would have to burn before it reaches the entrails. And yeah, while it would probably imply that it's that hot that it burns through the skin, you just wanted another excuse to say entrails. But why? Why? I think you're just obsessed with this word. It would reduce your bones to ash, so you could have started with that. And in the end, only the fire would remain. However, I know you're not going to end up like that. You love games with dialogue, but voice acting would hurt a soul? You mean wouldn't, I think, right? You could appreciate some voice acting in this game. I know you're not going to end up like that. I know there's also a dazzlingly bright scene deep within your chest. Huh? A bright scene? You mean the fire? Sorry to disappoint, but I won't end up becoming fire. She's Diet Coke, Jalter. Fair enough. Really now? Cagliostro? I mean, it's the whole French thing and being executed. They got that going on. I can't claim to know how to say this, but I'll try. Oui, votre majesté. Or is it majesté? Ha ha. My illusory fire will drive you mad. Oh, what? What is this fire? It won't go out. You mean... It looks more like a vortex, not a fire, as you said. Are you serious? You're using fire against me? It doesn't look like fire. Alter, Kagekiyo! Stay back, I've got a bad feeling about this stuff. Something tells me this fire will spread to you if you touch it. My illusory fire targets the mind, so it works especially well against intelligent foes like yourselves. Favorite soft drink? Maybe something like a cherry Coke. Although, when I really want to get down to it, I like those like artisanal sodas that are like in bottles that you have to get at like specialty shops, like the blue raspberry soda. I like those kind of things. Now then, since you two servants are both fully stocked with magical energy, I think I keep you busy for a while. You think you will keep them busy for a while. As for you, Sir Salieri, well, your little rampage has already cost you a great deal of your magical energy, no? I don't believe he'll be any threat to you, Queen Marie Antoinette. I don't really care for your lack of follow-through when it comes to things like this, Cagliostro. But no matter, in this case, I already knew from the start. Oh? Oh? Oh yeah. Nice cleavage. That I would be bringing the curtain down on all of this myself. She just grew a rack. That form. This is who I am. This is the fire I became after the love and hatred I've known. I am the lone black lily remaining after my queenhood, my womanhood, and my motherhood, after everything about me was brutally, mercilessly destroyed. Black lily. How I hate them. But is this actually Marie Antoinette's mom? Or are you just saying she's mommy because she got tits and you like to call big-titted ladies mommies? I despise them, loathe them, abhor them. I hate them with every fiber of my being. My curse will never fade. My grudge will never disappear. I mean, I like the idea of this is how she would look if she didn't get chopped her head off or whatever. I will have my revenge on the world that trampled on my royal authority. May the world that took my beloved Charles from me burn for all eternity. Okay, so the Marie we're used to seeing is much younger than her when she died anyway. So this is when she got her head lopped off. Understood. Yes, a curse upon everything, death and destruction for all! It's so edgy. My fire will never be sated until the last living being gasps its final breath, and all is silent in the lonesome night. Lonesome. I was trying to say loathsome. And you have a fire within you as well, no? Come on. I thought it would burn quickly since the embers were already there. Ah, but no such luck it seems. You'll never come to this side. You'll never be one of us. That's what you decided, yes? You could have walked the path of blood. You could have crawled along the path of flame. You could have been this world's last Avenger, but you chose another path. I'm not gonna become an Avenger, no! I see. You're honest and direct. I genuinely like that about you. Very well then, prove it. Or if you cannot, then give up on everything and sleep here for all eternity, Sarah. Whatever. Oh, is that like black lily petals? Yeah, something like that. She married Louis Auguste, Dauphin of France, in May 1770 at the age of 14, becoming the Dauphin of France on the 10th of May 1774. Her husband descended the throne as King Louis the XVI. What is that? Is that 6? So 16? And she became the queen. She died at 1793 at age 37. Gotcha. Yup. Good to know. I'm surprised it's literally just these two just sitting here. Chance to evade, well fuck you, then I'll concentrate most of the attacks on Marie for now. Oh, wait, what? He'll just bring Marie back with full breakbar? You fucker. I literally just said I was gonna focus on Marie because he started to cheat. But since it's a chance to evade, really all you can do is just keep attacking him and maybe he'll eventually... Yeah, very low chance to reduce. Good. They said very low, it better not happen on a noble phantasm. Boy, that would piss me off. Now she keeps saying, they took Charles from me. Who is the Charles she's referring to? Is that Sanson? The guy who killed her? Wait, did somebody cast target lock on him? Because I could have sworn I had Cagliostro targeted. Since when do we call Charles Louis? I'm not used to that. You remember the Eris event? Eris Itsumi? You mean Louis Charles, Duke of Normandy, was her son. Oh, they took her son from her. Thank you. Thank you. Lore video on Yu Yu Hakusho? I gotta, like, properly give that show a watch. Can I do a Noble Phantasm this turn? Yes, I can. I just can't use a skill. Alright. Yeah, I'm not even remotely qualified to talk about the lore of Yu Yu Hakusho right now. All I can do is jam to Hoho Emi no Bakudan. What the fuck? She's a monster. She's a monster. Who done it? Who done that? Why you do? Why you do? God, how long are my skills gonna be sealed? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
感じるといいさ。誇りにかけて。たとえどれだけ遠くとも、私の向こうに楽園はある。行方を感じて目を開けて。ウィンズ・オブ・アバロン。やっ。そこです。
Yay, we broke your ass. You stunned me, you little fuck. You gotta stop it with these debuffs, bro. You gotta cut it out, man. Bruh. I can't do jack shit right now. Chain error. Also, Louis 17 is the Avenger servant and the backstory of Eris in Fate Requiem. Like in the actual novel, or not, or the event, the servant who, with his broken veteran master, committed all these killings in the city. Ah, right. I remember.
これより先それが望みならば罪に罰を死には導きをああその罪を計り知らず我が連れて行こう彼方へ最果ての島罪の都最後の竜は我が胸に集え円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロン出ません。おやすみなさい。
No! Whatever, I still got Jalter somewhere. Except I'm not gonna get her until one of you guys dies. Sucks. It sucks. I can't believe this game doesn't let you just swap out servants whenever you want. Such a pain in the ass. It's like I literally have to wait for one of you to die now. What a pain in the butt. Let's try to take as much damage as we can as a stall team. It's the one downside of this strategy. Did I get spooked by Nitokri's altar? No, a while back I actually just rolled for her. Because she's cool. To be fair, for a stall team, they're kinda kicking his ass. You know, I don't want to know what his Noble Phantasm is, so let's go ahead and just go just like that. I don't want to know. I mean, yeah, I wanted Nito alter, so she couldn't have spooked me, because by definition that wouldn't mount as a spook. In the Requiem event, board game Apocalypse, Eris's guilt over killing Louis caused her own dread spirit to manifest in the form of Black Marie. Oh yeah! Forgot all about that. Forgot all about that.
紳士淑女諸君ご清聴あれここに秩序は終わりを迎え眠れよ
Oh, so he's just a filthy cheater. He's like, I don't care if you have a defense buff. I'm killing you all anyway. Like a little shithead. And the little bastard. Oh, wait, never mind. He's always had that one on. Bye bye. Oh, Smile Bomb. You're absolutely right. My bad. Did I say Spirit Bomb? Shame on me. Shame on me, dude. You're absolutely right. Better have heals ready. Why? I mean, I just killed him. All I gotta do is kill Aggregation of Rage. Context of what, Chaos? Sorry. Ah. Well, how many times does she get to resurrect, the cheating little bitch? What a shame. What a shame. Oh, the Smile Bomb is the name of the song from Yu Yu Hakusho. Hoho Emi no Bakudan. Hoho Emi no Bakudan. Mecha mecha. Da 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 da.
オルテナウス疑似リンク解除示弾装填済みです了解了解神明東映保管これは多くの道多くの夢を捨てた本番し
It kinda sounds like City Pop. Oh, the context for that was Elijah saying I should make a lore of Yu Yu Hakusho, but my extent of really knowing that show in depth is just like really jamming to that song. So it would take me some research to get down into that. That was the context. Burning all the servants. She's such a big cheater! Way too much health. Booyah! Oh yeah, we did break her, thank God. You're just breaking me, shaking me, hate me, take me over. When the madness stops, then you will be alone. It's kind of relevant lyric-wise. Dun 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 dun. I wonder if Yu Yu Hakusho ever got like Blu-rayed. Whether it got the HD treatment it probably deserves.
踊ります。これあげる。
We broke that lady's spine.
ピンチ。チャンスに。
Rodo Kamerotto.
装填済みです。
Did I do Jalter's rank up quest?
東映保管。これは多くの後。
If it's brand new, then maybe it slipped by me. That's a damn good question, and I will find out soon.
有効レンジ。楽しいかしら。花の嵐。踊ります。
I mean, last time I checked all the quests, I did the ones all that were available. But I don't know how recent this is.
最大ダメージお任せください。さあ、100秒 A。我が復讐の炎、我が王鵬の炎、離れた像を略し差しにするわ。ラブオンのメントゥヘイ。
Can we see all your 5 stars?
排熱。
Yeah. It came yesterday? What a weird time to drop that. No, so I'll have to do it. I didn't realize there even was one. Those sneaky bastards. Master only has 1 command spell left, but there are still several trials ahead of us. I love it when I win the fight, but the characters in the cutscene are still getting their asses handed to them. It feels just so good. We cannot use it up for another pseudo-summon now. Even if it were to help us overcome these 2 trials now, we would never be able to survive the last 3 without magical energy reserves, which means we must defeat them on our own, no matter what it takes. It happens a lot, actually, surprisingly. Ooh! What? Hell yeah, nice one, Salieri. Now follow my lead. What did he do, like, bite him? Le grondement du Hain! Dio santasimo misericordia de mi! Well, that was a different effect than usual. Ooh, whoa. That is kind of how he sounds, too. Nice. You got her spirit core. 1 down, 1 to... Except in the cutscene, she keeps reviving during battle. Afraid not. Cheater. You disguised one of the organ things as her? Shit, that's the same trick you used earlier. So it is, fair lady. This stuff again. Get out of here, damn it. This fire, it's not actual flame. It's an illusion that attacks our spirit organs and cores directly, through our minds. Those fires may not reach the temperatures achieved by modern science, but they are still effective against spiritual beings. As servants we are at heart, transient guests, souls that have come from the throne to visit reality. Thus, even if I cannot kill you with a single strike, my illusory flames will cling endlessly to your spirit origins, robbing you of your freedom. Ugh, damn it, Master! You all did the best you could. I commend you for that. But this is the end. Had you overcome the 7 trials of your soul and mind, all would have been well. Now that you've failed, though... You know what comes next, right, Sarah? In her hand, she lifts a black blade as though it were light as a pencil. There's no time to hesitate. You have less than 2 seconds before that blade falls to your neck. So you... reach out to the Black Shadow, I guess? Does it matter what I choose? Nice try. But you're too late. Okay. Did I choose wrong? Are they actually going to give me a game over? I've never heard of such a thing in this game. Huh? Who done it? I don't understand. Why is your blade protruding from my chest? Cagliostro? Yes? What is the meaning of... It is precisely what it appears to be, my eternally beautiful Queen Marie Antoinette. The blade ran clean through. It pierced her heart from behind with cruel, unerring precision. Its wielder, a mysterious man dressed in black, supposedly an enemy you took to be the third trial. Gotcha. I must apologize to you. I knew exactly who he was, and yet, to you, Allow me to introduce myself properly once again. My true name is Alessandro di Cagliostro. I am also known simply as Count Cagliostro. My spirit origin is no Avenger. Me, the third trial? No, I am nothing of the sort. What I am is a peerless master of deceit, Cagliostro the Pretender. Yes, he's a fraud. He's a fraud. Pretender. Not a lot of those, usually. So he's not even an alter. He was just saying he's an alter. I thought it was weird he'd introduce himself as an alter when I don't remember seeing much of him initially. Pretender? Then you were deceiving me from the beginning? Oh, yes. This was my plan all along. Votre Majesté. My manifestation as an Avenger was merely a pretense. In truth, I am a pretender. My only loyalty is to betrayal. Are we gonna have to, like, do an ordeal call just for pretenders? Everything I do is betrayal. Even my stint as a foreign disciple was no more than an act. The last foreign disciple. So you're the Count. Oh, not the reaction I was expecting. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I did disguise my voice in the Olympus ruins, and as I said, I am a master of deceit. Still, I expected Chaldea's supercomputer would have found me out by now. At any rate, yes, that's right. I am the foreign disciple, codenamed the Count, or at least I was. Was? Having successfully bleached away humanity, the foreign god went on to gather a great many disciples. I pretended to be one of them for a time, but now I can reveal my true identity as a servant of humanity, sent here to be a beacon of hope. I employed my skills as a pretender in no small capacity to put on a show of being a disciple. But in fact, I have been biding my time, waiting for the opportunity for the greatest betrayal possible. To step in and help Chaldea as its final ally. Really? I don't believe you. You did very well holding out until now. Worry not, humanity still blesses your journey now and before. For proof, look no further than me. You bastard! You mean you tricked me not just once, but... Guilty as charged. Whee! Off with your head! Of course, it always has to be the head, right, with her? Way to kick her while she's down. Refuse to look away. Marie. She was obviously an enemy, and I was gonna kill her myself. But I still don't like the way you went about it. I'm very sorry if I've offended you, but please understand. I am not the sort of heroic spirit who fights bravely on the front line, like the three of you. My heroism shines only in matters of scheming and betrayal. If you mean for us to believe you're our ally, your first step should be dispelling this accursed flame. Until then, nothing you say means anything. Ah yes, my apologies. Much better. Now don't move a goddamn muscle. Try anything and I'll burn your spirit origin to cinders before you can even think about trapping us again. I've seen you pull it off twice now. I know what to look for. Indeed, there was a tell to your technique. Right, that. Of course, I would never trap my allies. Not more than once. Allies, huh? That's right. From now until my very soul comes apart, I am your ally. I'm of the same opinion as Alter and Kagekiyo. There's something about you that makes you feel you can't trust me? Yeah, that. Not to worry, I'm accustomed to such suspicion. At any rate, now that I've revealed my true identity, it will not be long before the architect of this world, the mastermind of this whole plot, reveals himself. So I'll make this quick. To begin, I owe you the greatest of apologies. I'm especially sorry about that business with the elements. However, there was no other way for me to fool so massive an organization. So allow me to reiterate, I am on your side. Please, let me do what I can to save you. Let me rescue you from the clutches of my arch-enemy. That evil man means to thwart humanity's revival by grinding down your mind and soul in these 7 trials. Arch-enemy? Indeed. Who is it? Who called me here? Who killed them? That would be... me! The man who spoke appeared at the stage's edge without any of them noticing. I'm very sneaky, sir. He had no magical energy, no noticeable presence whatsoever. He simply stood there like a quivering shadow right in my line of sight. And it is... Emon Dantes in a new sprite. He means me. What? Oh ho. The hell? You're kidding me. But aren't you... And why are you dressed like that? I thought you were staying in Master's shadow. 'cause you hadn't been able to properly materialize. And hang on. Did I hear you right? I must have heard wrong, because it really sounds like you... like you... killed those people. Dante's? Yes, it's me. The ultimate edgelord! It's been a very long time since we last met this way, Sarah. A swift kick to the pants will send your nuts through your body and out your mouth. You stupid piece of shit. I'll get my revenge in a comical way. You are such a bastard. Hello, Alexis Yukio Gomez Yamato. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Huh? Dante's? You picked a bad time to show up now. Huh? What's that look about? It's hard to say for sure since you're wearing a mask. So I'm probably just imagining things because I doubt you'd actually do this, but... Did you just smirk at what Master said? It certainly seemed that way to me. Kagekiyo. What is it? Cagliostro just said that his arch enemy is using these 7 trials to whittle down Master's mind and soul. And that his ultimate goal is to stop humanity's revival. You did, yes? I did. Then Master asked him who this arch enemy is. Who brought her to this Tokyo, imposed these trials on her, and killed her family. And in response... he showed up. So what are we waiting for? Come, Master, Alter, Salieri. Now that our sworn enemy is in sight, do you imagine we have time to simply stand around licking our chops? Don't be absurd. Kagekiyo! Come on, follow my lead. Open your eyes and take a good look at him. He is standing right before Master, yet he is clearly prepared for battle. Really, his back is turned to us. That explains it. I was going to congratulate you on overcoming the 4th trial and tell you the final 3 were about to begin. But it seems I underestimated you. What do you mean? Now don't be hasty, it's still too soon. I'm not yet the one you must face. This is not where my 7th trial will take place. That being said, the 5th and 6th trials will take place across the entirety of my prison. In that regard, I commend your spirit, Taira no Kagekiyo. I see why you were regarded as hatred incarnate. Well, duh. Blush. She blushes. Don't talk your way out of this. Kagekiyo, he's just saying he's not gonna fight us here, I think. I see. I suppose I can understand that. Edgy boy turns his back to the enemy. Ignore the rest. How he says it doesn't matter. Getting hung up on his words is just playing into his hands. Yeah, I remember now. This is what you're like, isn't it? You've been lurking behind the scenes, acting all cryptic since we got here. So I'd almost forgotten. But look at you now, you're doing just fine. Back when you were hanging out by Master's feet, you looked like your magical energy was almost gone. What was that all about then? An act? I don't get it. You're the one who called us here, right? And now you're, what, our enemy? If this is a joke, then it's time to cut the crap. Or don't, and I'll burn you till there's nothing left. Dante, speak, you little shit. Ugh, gotta stretch. There we go. Tell me something. Did you kill them? And why are you dressed like that? You look ridiculous. Hey, asshole. I can deal with you ignoring me. We got a whole oil and water thing going between us. But Master? Don't you dare ignore Master when she's talking to you. I said answer the questions right now, you hear me? Say something, damn it! We're talking about whether you did it or not. Yeah. What? What the hell was that? Don't you yeah us. Who and what were you responding to, huh? Are you trying to piss us all off? Since when do you use a sword? For that matter, were you always such a hardcore, close-range fighter? That's enough, Alter. You too, Kagekiyo. Sheath your swords. They didn't really, know him very much before this event, though. Tss. Master hasn't ordered us to attack, and Dante's there hasn't made any threatening moves toward us. Takis? I've never had them. From the sound of it, it's likely he's our enemy. Even so, I'm sure if they have one that's not, spicy as fuck, I'd probably enjoy them. Master, the decision is yours to make. Thank you. Sorry, guys, but stand down for now. Dante's? I can't know what's going on if you won't talk to me. You still haven't answered any of my questions. The final moment approaches. 3 trials remain, including mine. They shall therefore be called the Final 3. Oh, really? The final trials of 3 shall be called, well, the final trials of 3. Who fucking cares? If you wish to conclude your journey and reach Antarctica, then you must attempt them. But the 5th and 6th trials will pit you against the fires of unparalleled strength. Well, at least they still counted this as the 3rd and 4th. We, somehow skipped a trial. I don't know how that's supposed to work. If you do not fight with all your might, the whole of your soul, you will not walk away with your lives. Fight, overcome. I will be waiting for you at the entrance of despair. He's entered his spirit form. Wait! We're gonna give him a scroterectomy. AKA castration. Unless you want to do that, in which case, we'll do something else to you. We'll remove your eyelids, so you have to watch everything all the time, and you can't close your eyes. And then we'll throw, lime juice and shit at your face. I don't sense him anywhere nearby. Frickin' duh, he just disappeared. There's no way we can go after him in his spirit form, and we still can't sense hide nor hair of his magical energy. No, wait. Hold a damn second. Or sorry, hold on a damn second. Is this actually happening? Did really he just spout a bunch of weird bullshit? And books it in spirit form? I have never fought him seriously before, but I believe he has great promise as a villain. Just when I thought it was the perfect time for him to show himself. What a classy retreat. It was quite the effective taunt. How are you feeling about this ordeal call so far? It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I feel it's definitely padded out in some respects. Too much dialogue for its own good, but that's pretty much everything that's in Fate Grand Order. An army provoked to such a degree would surely be so enraged, they would need considerable time to regroup. To that I can only say, well done! I shall have to employ similar tactics the next time I provoke the Genji. You think he's taunting us? Nah, not a chance. That's not how he operates. I'm pretty sure that was just him being him. It seems clear this Count is entirely capable of infiltrating a place and escaping on his own. Yeah, that's kind of his MO. Yes, we just fought a difficult battle, but he was still able to hold his own against you two, each powerful Avengers, and make a perfectly clean getaway. The Edmond Dantes registered at Chaldea could never do anything like that. Never mind the differences in his appearance or combat style, they don't matter. The important thing to note is his incredible stealth capabilities. He appeared before us in the blink of an eye and did so without revealing a hint of servant aura or magical energy to alert us. He's very sneaky, sir. When did he gain that ability? And how? He only used his spirit form when he made his escape. He was quite clearly still in physical form when he appeared. As I said, he is my archenemy, and the one behind this entire incident. All of this version of Tokyo is his personal garden. That is why he's able to appear seemingly from thin air. Well, in his case, I'm sure he could still do so easily regardless. Seriously? What's so funny? And why the hell are you acting like you're on our side anyway? Because I am. Oh, of course, silly me. What do you want to do with this clown, master? You may do with me as you wish, I assure you. I am on humanity's side. I am your ally. I will follow your orders obediently. If you think me suspicious, you simply need to command me to go away. Cagliostro. Yes? If that's true, then what about you being the third trial? A lie. There we go. Thanks to my infiltration, the third trial is effectively moot. So he faked his way into the third trial, and then, cool, so we get to skip it, because he was the third trial, and then, yeah. If I had to guess, I would say that between Boudica and me, yes, it appears each of you served as half of the trial, and so together counted as as completing the third. Oh, come on, just like that? It's my archenemy Edmond Dantes' decision to make. And I dare say Avengers excel at making arbitrary decisions, wouldn't you? Oh right, my apologies, I almost forgot. That's his way of saying, don't think too hard about it. God damn it. You're all Avengers yourselves, aren't you? I should have chosen my words more carefully. Ugh. You certainly like to talk. On that I agree. I also cannot help but notice your tendency to express your opinions as objective facts. I'm a cold, calculating man. Well, I'm only half joking. Seriously? That was supposed to be a joke? I only mean that I was able to learn some things while I was pretending to be the third trial. I had a number of chances to interact with both the Queen and Dantes, you see. I suppose that does make sense. Right. I still haven't forgotten what you did with the elements. So I'm going to keep an eye on you for the time being. Oh my, how very strict. But under the circumstances, I of course understand your caution. Kagekiyo? Understood. I'll cut off his head if he tries anything untoward. I take it that is all right with you? Let's all make sure it doesn't come to that. Very well. Seems way too lenient for me, but if that's what you want, fine. In the meantime, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. Mind if I try to sort this out? For starters, who the hell is that Dantes anyway? Good question. Let's find out. Wordlessly call out to the man at your feet. I'm talking with the man in the shadow. I'm asking him to get his ass out. You. Silently call out to the shadow at your feet. More specifically, you resolutely plead to the man behind the shadow. You implore him to show himself, to answer your questions. You don't even mind if he doesn't speak, as long as you can see him again. What? Why are you staring at your feet all of a sudden? Wait just a damn minute. You don't actually think he's gonna show up again, do you? We just saw him run off in a mask to who knows where. He's still not gonna be hanging around your feet. It's too soon to tell. Maybe that was a different version of him. We've been seeing that a lot lately, haven't we? Huh? Or maybe not. Focus your attention on the shadow at your feet. Hey, Master, what do you mean, different? You should have taken a whiz on it. Piss on your own shadow, and then he's like, oh, fine, I'll come out. Just like that. Huh? Huh? What? Huh? He actually showed up? Yes, I can see that. Now quiet. Oh, come on! How can you not be shocked by this? His magical energy is stretched quite thin. The masked Count's magical energy was completely hidden. But here, it's clearly just running low, and it's obvious why. First, he used a great deal of magical energy to bring Alter and me here during the fight against Britomart Alter. Second, he's been using magical energy to enhance the three of us on a constant basis. We've all experienced the like. So does that mean this flimsy Dantes and the masked one we just saw are different people with different spirit origins? Yes, they are. And assuming the shadow is the Dantes we know at Chaldea, that masked one must be a newly summoned spirit origin. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what she said. Perhaps he is, perhaps he is not. But regardless, you seem to have an idea of who he is. Am I wrong, Master? Let me explain. The Gehenna of your mind, I see. I guess I see? Hang on, give me a sec. I think I've got it, but let me make sure. So you're saying there's been a Dante's hanging out in the recesses of your mind this whole time? Pretty much. And it's not the guy we see at Chaldea? That must date back to the prison tower incident. According to the records I've seen, Master's mind and soul were trapped for 7 days in a singularity, the coordinates of which were never known. That singularity was created by the Count of Monte Cristo, Edmond Dantes, on behalf of the King of Demon Gods. Oh. Is that the time when Master was in Rem mode for a whole week? It must have been. In the end, the singularity was resolved, and the Count of Monte Cristo opposing Chaldea disappeared. Of course, that was a different spirit origin. In essence, an entirely different person than the Edmond Dantes we know at Chaldea. However, so that Dantes didn't actually disappear. But instead, whatever's left of that spirit origin has been inside Master this whole time. Since all the way back at the prison tower? That's a long-ass time. Is that true? Has he really been with you this whole time? I think so. I see. You don't say. So, like, he's just been there 24/7 for years now? Seems that way. It's like he's always been there and not there at the same time. It's hard to describe exactly how it works. But, like, doesn't that make him kind of a parasite or something? From what Master has explained, he sounds more akin to an immune system or a kind of filtration device. He takes the dregs of the threats, hostility, fear, and other malignant data that accumulates in the depths of Master's mind on her journey to restore humanity, and reduces them all to ash. So he's like our mental health counselor in our brain, burning away our anxieties. Isn't that nice? At least to some degree of effectiveness. So basically, he incinerates bad stuff, huh? Okay, I get that. But it's still creepy as hell. Oh, and another thing. I'm only hearing about this shit now. But it sounds like Amakusa and the other Jean kind have already known about it. Sorry. But it sounds like Amakusa and the other Jean kind have already... the other Jean. I think Jean kind as if like there's a species of Jeans. But it sounds like Amakusa and the other Jean kind of already knew about it. And they're both rulers? Yes. Is that what's bothering you? It's just like, you think you know a guy. You think he's part of your Avenger crew. And then you find out he kept all his critical stuff from you the whole time. Ugh, bastard. You could interpret it that way if you choose, I suppose. Now. It is cute to see you get so worked up, Alter. There was nothing at all strange about wanting to know your friend's secrets. Friend? We are not friends. You can shut that shit down right now. Keep saying that kind of crap and I'll burn you both to the ground. My, how bloodthirsty. I feel as though I'm being lumped in somewhat unfairly there. At any rate, Master, you're saying you think this Dantes may not be the one from Chaldea? Or even a newly summoned version? The remnants of the man you encountered at the prison tower? Uh-huh. I can't say anything for sure, but I think it's possible. I see. Hence the 7 trials. I don't know. Something's still not adding up for me. I get what you're saying, Master, but it still sounds like a real mess. Probably because this guy still refuses to say a damn word. Seriously? It's kind of freaky how you just showed up without saying anything. So according to Master, it sounds like the you from the prison tower and the you from Chaldea share some of the same memories or something. You'd be making our lives a lot easier if you'd just tell us whether that's true. Of course, you're not saying a damn thing, are you? Come on, you can give us at least a yes or no, yeah? So answer me this. Is that masked bastard the one from the prison tower? You don't even have to say anything, just like nod or shake your head or something. The shadow did nothing. Durr. There was no answer, but just once, ever so slightly. Ah? Oh-ho. Well now. He moved. He actually responded. But which was it, yes or no? Gotcha, so that's how it is, huh? At first I thought he was completely ignoring us like the masked one. But maybe him showing up means he wants to help? If that's true, then I have even more questions for him. If he can ask the right yes or no questions, maybe he can even tell us what that masked count wants, and where he... Not now, bitches! No! Well, never mind. It seems his magical energy was even lower than before. I doubt we'll be able to call on him whenever we like. The records of the prison tower incident I saw at Chaldea said it lasted for 7 days and had 7 trials. And now we face 7 trials here as well. Why is the masked count doing this? He did say something about them being necessary to reach Antarctica at the end of our journey. But Chaldea will never be able to make it there if we can't raise our Foundation of Humanity rating. So then, what could these trials be? This is not good. Huh? We may have taken a little too long. The trial is over, yes, but there is still no sign of any people anywhere. Which means the trial ground must have been renewed. Forgive me, everyone. I should have been more careful. Please get ready. The next ones are coming. Already? Rapid fire! Rapid fire! Was that 2 trumpets? That was fast, and in rapid succession this time, too. Do you think Ordeal Call would be a visual novel itself? I mean, if they were to make it a proper visual novel, I'd want them to step it up on the presentation, but yeah. Well, guess the lull in the fighting's over now that the leader's revealed himself. Fine with me. Bring it on. There's only 3 trials to go now, yeah? So let's get these over, let's get these 2 over and done with. Yay, fast track to death. Kill them all. Oh, well, you say he wants this done as soon as possible, but clearly not. Look at that. Ew. Absolute ew. That is way too many nodes for my taste. Section 19. Deathstorm King. Annihilating a beast. The Ferris wheel. Odaiba. Yurikamome Aomi Station, near the giant Ferris wheel. Under normal circumstances, crowds of people could be expected to be found milling about this landmark overlooking Tokyo Bay, but now there is not a soul to be seen. At least not a living one. Instead, the only thing visible is the enormous shadow of something that has no place in our world. That shadow is like lightning, is an ominous violet electrical storm, an omen of death. It is the fangs, the terror of being attacked in the dead of night. Bolts of purple lightning crisscross the night sky, each strike coalescing until one strikes you in the head. Ooh, who are you? Who are you? The fifth trial emerges. Deathstorm King. Theodoric altar? Is that what it said? Oh, and you. Sixth trial emerges. Annihilating beast. Lebet du Hebedehue. We are omen. We are cruelty. Theodoric altar. Have we met Theodoric at all? We are the two shadow storms that have returned from far-off lands. Those who yet live, look upon us and know destruction and loss are upon you. You who still bears a heart, listen well. We are the fangs that will end your life tonight. The atmosphere is quivering. No, it's the sheer quantity of high-density magical energy in the air that's causing this. Theodoric the Great, a Visigoth king involved in the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Sure, but we haven't met him yet before in this story, have we? I've got a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me we're going up against another servant with divine spirit levels of magical energy. I'm afraid so. The Avengers chosen for the 4th and 5th and 6th trials may not be divine spirits, but each is in a class of their own. And they are truly massive in both size and stature. One wrong move, and they will crush you with a single step. So let me ask you this, if I may. How experienced are you at fighting enormous beasts? If it moves, we can kill it. How reassuring. Burninating. Now he's gonna teleport us. Hey, look who it is. Haven't seen that in a while. I guess he can still produce this thing from inside your shadow. I got no idea how he's pulling moves like this with basically no magical energy, but I'll worry about that later. I appreciate the convenience of it, but this does mean we'll be fighting back-to-back battles. Are you up for this, Master? Daijoubu desu! Yossha! Ikuzo! Oh, right. It always leaves me with a little motion sickness. And not like you get on a boat or a car either. It's weird. Ugh. Still. If we gotta fight something that big, it's nice that we didn't have to use up energy getting here. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. Indeed, it really is big. It must be at least 10 or so meters long. What is that thing? Flesh! Ah! So that is one of the souls that makes up the legendary army of death and the embodiment of storms. Wild Hunt, the Death Storm King. The number of times they've said the word Wild Hunt in Fate is just kind of like, it's overused, bro. The Wild Hunt refers to like a bunch of different things, though. Okay, so Givaudan, Jaz. Okay, Jam, Jiva, Jivado? Jivado? Or Jevadon? Jevadon. Really? Jevadon, Jevadon, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. The former king of the Ostrogoths who once departed this world, destined to one day return. The man who inspired the legend of Dietrich? The great hero of Bern! Alone, he would be a formidable threat, but he is accompanied by our gargantuan mound. The monster who once terrorized all of southern France. Le Bête de Javadon. That thing is quite the daunting opponent. What do you mean by that? Are you saying you're familiar with that horse and rider's combat abilities? Indeed I am. Unbeknownst to history, there was a great beast hunt that once took place in the Gévaudan province of France in 1838. It was, in essence, the second Bête de Gévaudan incident, and the one who exercised the bête and its rider was none other than the wicked villain enacting this plan of revenge in the floral city of Paris, the Count of Monte Cristo. It was the year 1838. I was a first-class steam engine carriage somewhere in France. Oh, you were in a first-class... I thought, I am a train, motherfuckers. Count. Why are we going to Gévaudan? I thought your great plan was already in motion. Is it because of the debt you owe Sir Morel? Or is it because... Are you serious, Donatella? What a foolish question. Of course I'm going to help Sir Morel. I am the fire of love and hate. I remember everything that has ever been done to me. I will never forget my grudge, my anger, or my tears, but neither will I forget those who helped me. Yes, sir. Besides, this great beast slaughtered every member of Morsef's beloved Lieutenant General's investigation unit. I cannot stand by and do nothing while it wipes out all the Lieutenant General's other secret forces. If I did, all my work would come to nothing. No, the only one who has a right to ensnare, deceive, and torment Fernand Morcerf, is I, the God of Vengeance. So what if this is the same beast from 70 years ago? If it or anything else stands in the way of my revenge, then with my own hands, I shall simply burn it to ash. Did I just see Dante's memories? What is it, Master? You look like you saw a ghost or something. It looks like Dante's fought this thing before. Right you are. Like me, that is the soul of a creature who was once Monte Cristo's mortal enemy. An altered spirit origin bound to him through the fires of love and hate. But unlike me, it is not on humanity's side. Sadly, its twin souls have truly become the 5th and 6th trials. I call it the Avenger of the Wild Hunt. Dun dun dun! Okay. Then we gonna fight it. Or maybe it's gonna shit out a bunch of minions too, like all the others. Dun 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 dun! Ooh, his burb. A great bolt of lightning fell from the storm clouds to become a bird, which then perched atop the giant Ferris wheel and began flapping its enormous wings. Caw-caw, caw-caw. As you look upon it, it screeches loudly, burb, and looks back towards you with clear hostility in its eyes. Did that lightning just transform into a creature? What's more, it's looking at us. Prepare yourself, Master. Take up combat stance. Holy shit, it's Zapdos. Yep, that's a bird, all right. Was that always part of the Wild Hunt? As a very literal embodiment of the storm, that bird is a harbinger of death and despair, an omen of the massive loss and life brought about by war and plague. You want a giant turkey? Having said that, it's clear the time for idle chatter is over. Here it comes! Okay, let's kill it. Let's kill it! Dun 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 dun. At the start of the battle, buffs itself, evade 3 hits, and does it again at half health. Alrighty, thank you for the tip. For this bird that wants to cheat, you got way too much. Way too much health, Wings of Thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder! Wait, you say that, but let's take a look. Against attacks from other... Damn, that's crazy. Alright, well, it didn't do it yet, so I guess it has the possibility to do it at certain intervals. So I will be very attentive. This bird is a cheater. This bird is a bastard. Pissing me the hell off. Hello? There's someone knocking at the door. No. That's someone in the closet in the other room. Dai-chan's going through a shit ton of her clothes to weed out the sheer volume of it all. Dietrich von Bern is the Nibelungen lead, Nibelungen lead is the one of the few people who escapes the burning of Attila's Hall during Kriemhild's revenge. Ah. Wait a second. When did he do that? When did the burb do that? When did the burb do that? So the burb does it on its first turn. It doesn't do it. That's so cheap. What a little... Yes, I'll say it. What a right cunt. Thunder Burbmon. Can't believe they can do that. What a fucking troll. What an absolute fucking troll. How dare you? How dare you? You cheating little prick. I can't believe you did that. Absolutely not. Fuck you! Now, when you say half health, is that at, like, half health of his health bar here? Or do I have to take out all 3, health bars in this one go? So if Dietrich shows up in Call II, I assume I might want to kill him for killing Cream. I guess, maybe. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by half health. If it's half this health bar or if it's at the point of a break. We'll find out, won't we? Bum, bada-bum, bada-bum. Nope. We will break his bar now! Break it! Break the bar. Release the river. Break the bar. Release the river. Okay, there we go. In the Nibelungen lead version, it is instead Hildebrand, the fatherly friend and weapons instructor of Dietrich von Barn, who kills Kriemhild right after she killed Hagen with her own hands. Ha! This bird is quite formidable. I thought it would be no more than a familiar. But it is a monster in its own right. It truly is. That bird is the avatar of lightning itself. It is the wings of thunder, a genuine elemental. An elemental? I take it we're not merely dealing with a large demonic beast, then. My understanding of elementals is that they are an offshoot of divine spirits. Is that correct? It is. There are further differences on which the clock tower could elaborate, but for now, that will suffice. At any rate, in North America, there is said to be a similar creature known as a thunderbird. Thunder, thunder, thunder! But the creature you see there is a far cry from a true ancestral spirit. The wild hunt has twisted its anger, and now it is no more than a minion. A powerful one to be sure, but a minion just the same. You sound awfully sure about that. How can you tell? Because I asked the masked count a great many questions back when I was pretending to be the third Then why didn't you tell us this sooner? I wish we had more time to observe it, but I don't think it's going to give that to us. Here it comes! Here we go again. Or not. I know we already fought, like, Artoria when she was all electrified, like Tititoria. Tititoria Alter. Alright, so is this bird gonna cheat like before, like you said? No, this time the bird's gonna tell me he's cheating. Good for you, you fuck. Wasting all my time. You little shit. You absolute bastard. You fucking bird.
運命をかけた戦いであれば
You absolute bitch.
カルウェナ
Seriously, bro, what the fuck?
受けるがいい
Bad bird.
That's a bad birdie 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 どうしてくれました運命をかけた戦いであればお返しをしなくていい冥界を目にしたい感じるといいさそれが望みならば
Nozomi naraba.
やあやあアバロンの風体験ツアーへの参加誠にありがとう私の顔ばかり見ていていいんですか我が手に計りこれよりは命がさあ今こそ罪の最高をネフェルスエアルミお受けなさい
Oh, and I see you've done it again. For one whole turn. Oh, you absolute turd. You thought you could do me one over, but I've got noble phantasms on my side.
望まれることをそれが望まれたようにそれはいつか来る兆しの星誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドカリバーン
The Beast of Jevadon is very popular in cryptozoology circles. A big animal or multiple that attacked roughly 200 people in the rural area of France between 1764 and 1767. The king did send his people specifically to deal with it, and there are at least 2 animals that have been killed, eventually by different hunters. Who's your dirty bird? You. It's time to die! You goddamn bird! There's also lore attached to the beast and how people felt about it and the reaction of the nobles that tie into pre-revolution atmosphere in France. Indeed. Beep boop boop. Okay, good. I was like, if you don't break this bird, bruh. Like, I don't want to use a noble phantasm, but then again, if I had known the battle would be over... Man, I hate fighting this stupid bird. I cannot seem to cut through its neck. How irritating. Indeed, this is most vexing. I'm certain we have the necessary strength to defeat it. I am equally certain we've landed a number of serious blows. Still, I understand where Alter is coming from all too well. All 3 of us Avengers are supremely ill-suited to aerial combat. Unfortunately, that means we lack the means to finish this creature off before it can retreat to the skies. Ugh, we can't spend the whole damn day on one stupid bird. We gotta take this thing down too, down now, Especially with that giant horse and rider still waiting with us. For us, goddammit. I agree. I'd like to defeat it before we run into the wild hunt. My thoughts exactly. Alter, Salieri, I have thought of a way to finish this thing off in no time. We are going to use the Ferris wheel. Follow my lead. Huh? Oh shit. They're running straight up the Ferris wheel. What is Kagekyo? Aha, now I see. Let's go, Alter. Master, use a mystic code to give Alter a boost. The wings of thunder. Does not fly using its wings. It merely uses magical energy to hover and glide. Despite its appearance, it is not actually a bird. What? What? However, its predatory instincts are still avian in nature. You don't know that, but I do. Who the fuck are you? The Wings of Thunder lazily circles the giant Ferris wheel, trailing lightning, and focuses upon its prey. You alone on the ground, with your 3 guardians all running up the Ferris wheel. Beep! Beep, beep, beep. The Wings of Thunder instinctively understands how trivial it would be to pick you off. Without a moment's hesitation, it turns to dive straight at you. Just as it's about to begin its descent, the very moment it stops flapping its wings and tilts its body downward. What did you just shoot at it? Is that the shining star? A single arrow of light pierces its wings. The arrow of light then immediately transforms back into the shape of a person. Oh, it becomes a person? A person you recognize. Hassan! There, I've pinned it. Now kill it! Understood! Behold my twin katana, Azumaru! As I cut its head clean off! My cut was too shallow. It's up to you now, Alter. You got it. Burn, you stupid bird!
Ah! No chicken!
You're writing a cool story? That's cool. I assume it's cool because you said it's cool, but I actually know nothing about the story. How could I? Nice job following my lead. I didn't think you could do it. Why not? I'm glad you're here, but I'm not sure what you mean. I meant what I said, that's all. No matter, I sensed the lightning was about to strike, so I simply acted accordingly. Nothing about that was simple. Bleh. Hell, did you see Mr. Sal back there? He didn't manage to react in time. Be that as it may, Alter. What? Damn it, I gotta stop answering to that. Seriously, would you guys stop calling me just Alter already? It's not like I'm the only Alter here. Anyway, more important, I think it's time to go after the big guy. Look, he's staring right at us. So, he's still not moving, even after we destroyed his elemental? Did we destroy it, though? We only took 2 health bars. I feel cheated, in a sense. Is he simply that confident in his fighting abilities? Or perhaps he possesses a defensive noble phantasm? He does indeed. Even now, an invisible storm protects him. The real threat of that spirit origin, though, is its raw power. It doesn't matter. Our job's still the same. I'm gonna burn his ass to the ground, just like I did with that bird. Also, you picked one hell of a time to show up, new kid. Why now? Come on, tell us. What about my aunt? She disappeared all of a sudden. Huh? She disappeared, along with all the neighbors. I didn't see a single person on my way here. We've noticed people in the vicinity disappearing during previous trials, but at that distance? That's quite a surprise. Then it would seem all of Tokyo is our battlefield now. All of Tokyo. Heh, now that's a bold friggin' move. It is fortunate that our forces are all concentrated in one area now. We won't need to fight across the entire city. Our opponent for the 5th and 6th trials is the Avenger of the Wild Hunt. They are a true monster, a being on par with a divine spirit that can command even elementals as their minions. Nonetheless, retreat is not an option. Our forces are 4 extra servants, an assassin, and Master Simple Summons. Our task is to hit that thing with everything we have and defeat it right here in Odaiba. Hell yeah! Of course! Well, aren't you all confident? Fine, I'll give it my best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? We are Omen. We are Cruelty. We are Wild Hunt Altar Avenger. See, why would you call yourself that? That's such a stupid name. You who still bears a heart, listen well. We are the fangs that will end your life. Yeah. Assume combat stance. Just let us fight it already. Not so fast, Master of Chaldea. You must be careful here. What you feel now is the invisible storm I spoke of before. You won't last long at it without an unprotected mind. With an unprotected mind. It floods your head with the unbridled terror and loss and destruction. Its electromagnetic aura torments your nervous system directly. Most people subjected to it either go mad and kill themselves to escape the pain, or their nervous system shuts down before. Huh? You're telling us this storm is that dangerous? Yes, I am. Master, you fall back. We'll handle this. I'll be fine with these mystic codes, I think. I can take it, yeah. Destruction comes for all. It is inevitable. Loss comes for us all, bringing an end to everything. Fight me, kill me, transform your inner fury into a sword and stand your ground. Futilely plunge your blade into destruction, scream and wail at inevitable loss. Or if you wish to see tomorrow, then run away! Okay, never mind. Fight. That's funny. Run away! Run away! Death of Storm King! Death of Storm King! Annihilating Beast! All these random made-up bullshit buffs. Increase Master something. What did you do to Master? Made it so I can't use... Oh, you put a delay on my shit. You put a delay on my shit! You bitch! You bitch! Are you not allowed to use your Noble Phantasm? Is that what that says? Okay, good for you. Good for me to know. Let's beat you into a
死に
pulp!
導きをその罪計り知らず彼方へお受けなさいやっ不敬には罰を
Dai, if I remember correctly, he can use his NP after you break his first bar. That's good to know.
よしよし
Yosh, yosh.
これより先は死の領域もちろん我が手に計りこれよりは冥府さあ今こそ罪のサイクルにネフェリースウェアルビ撃てマルミラドマーやっ
What, did you just fuck me over again? The skills I want to use are the ones you're preventing me from using, you absolute dingus.
早だけですカル
Not fair!
早だけですカルウェナそれが望みならば出ませんそこですお受けなさい
Stop it!
Stop fucking me over already!
それが望みならば
Stop it!
罪に罰を死には導きをああその罪計り知アドリス様風よ
Oh, so close! Ah. The question is, will he use his Noble Phantasm immediately after he breaks, or not? We will find out. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna immediately counter cheat? No. Cool. Jesus, how many times do you get to go? 6 times. I swear to Lord Christ. Okay, I can use one of them now at least. He gets 6 actions a turn like a cheating little twink. Ow. Stretch out my legs. Sitting around for 4 hours straight can be a right bitch. Now my attack power is significantly weaker thanks to all of you draining my buffs. Didn't I just use her Noble Phantasm? What did he do? Just immediately take away my ability to guard? You absolute piece of shit. This is getting really annoying. A lot of screaming? Oh no, he just exhausted all 3 of the fucking guards. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, they're just not gonna let me, you know, do my thing.
眠っていただくそれが望みならば我が手に計りこれよりは命がさあ今こそ寝てる末なのに
Am I gonna
それ
win
はい
this?
つか来る兆しの星
I don't know.
誰に
I
も触
don't
れる
know.
までもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょうアラウンドカリバーン出ません
God, but nothing hurts him now. He's got such high defense.
戦線を離脱します
Bro.
ごめんなさい 仕方ないね君たちはメーカーそれがのむむ冥府と天空なる我は夜に輝く月としおいでなさい
Yay, we broke your ass.
ネーション
Now we'll find out if we have to keep going.
ネフティス
Hooray! We did it! Ritsuka's like, oh god, my brain. How many times are we gonna have to do this? It's such a long and drawn out padded fight. Badook. Heish. So, traveler, you do not falter in the face of a storm. Ugh. Okay, there we go. You walk without fear of imminent destruction. You seek your goal without fear of impending loss. We've been through some shit, yeah. Very well. I see. In you I see a true stargazer. If you are brave, then immerse yourself in fleeting beauty. If you are reckless, then let your foolishness guide you. Either way, I shall grant you the privilege of being torn asunder by the storm. You were gonna do that anyway. He's frickin' big and tough. I've been letting loose on him, but I don't think I've even scratched him so far. This thing's really pissing me off. Indeed, without a distinct advantage over us, his spirit origin is still strong, pure, and simple. I thought this Deathstorm King would be a conceptual being, since he is the embodiment of the inevitability of death, but I couldn't have been more wrong. His spirit origin is truly massive and powerful, which has lent him incredible offense and defense. We can't possibly fight a being with as much magical energy as a machine god head-on and win. Not without Black Barrel. He's just too strong. And then there's the problem of his invisible storm. How much is it affecting Master? Master! I'm okay. The hell you are? Look at your nose. You sprung one hell of a leak. Oh no, that's just because I saw your panties. This is no time to be acting tough. Just fall back for now. I mean it. A good idea, but a hair too late. It seems he has yet another bird up his sleeve. Are you fucking kidding me? Hello? There's only supposed to be one of me in the world, but ha ha ha. He was still able to summon a second one? That's like summoning a second Zeus. You're like, bruh, there's only supposed to be one of you. Then again, I have 2 Castorias. Touche. Touche. And then a bunch of random wolves. Okay. Yeah, absolutely padding. Unlimited padding works. Die, puppy, die. Or at least you only have 1 HP bar this time. Are you gonna cheat with it? Yep, of course you are. Of course you are. Why would I have ever thought otherwise? You piece of shit burb! 2 birds in the next round, bruh. Bruh. I mean, adding a second bird really doesn't bother me since I'm using AoEs, but still, you know? You know? There's still something annoying about it. No! Well, the wolves are like the hounds of the wild hunt. Yeah, I know, I get ya. I just think it's funny that beast dogs are showing up and no one said anything about it in the cutscenes. When normally in the cutscenes, they talk about everything. It's redonkulous. Oh, god damn it. Oh, what the fuck, Burb. I look away for 1 second, you sneak that little shitty buff up there. Oh my god. Oh my god. You rat bastard bird. You did it again. You did it again! I'm not gonna waste my time on that shit. I'm not gonna do that. I hate when this game pulls cheap shit like this. It's just dumb. You know this is going to sound stupid, but why are you strictly losing only altar servants? You mean using only altar servants? When an ST Lancer would have worked better along with using a Moon Cancer? Well, apparently, you get like a big buff to altar servants, right?
それが望みならば。そうかい？
Why not use them then?
やっ
But yeah, theoretically, I could have brought Skahak along or something. And then the fucking bird stuns everyone. That's what I meant, Avenger Servants. Sorry. I'm getting confused and tired of this game. It's so, like... They're wearing me down. They're wearing me down. Whittling little old me away. Along with all my fucking buffs. Every enemy has a resistance to non-Avengers. It was Avengers, you're right, Dark Shotgun. The storm is wearing die down, indeed. Abso-positively. Yes, I'm method acting here. Oh yeah, that's what's happening. That's right, that's exactly what's happening. It is not I who am crazy, it is I who am mad. Wait a second. I don't see no buffs on you yet. You'd better not change that. I feel like Lionheart's Excalibur has a lion's roar sound in it. It does. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. In Strange Fake, you mean? Well, I guess maybe in the game too, because why wouldn't it? God, there's still 3 more fights. Jesus. Why? Why? What are they doing? Why does this happen to me? Like, you thought that was fun? Let's have you do it again! Oh man. Oi, 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 oi. It's still a lot. This one particular chapter is huge. Just want to scream, get on with it! Yes, okay, here's the 2 burbs. Are they both gonna put up their stupid thingies? One is. Okay, so one of them is. Which means no Noble Phantasm until the other one. Unless they're gonna alternate. God, wouldn't that suck if the next turn they do that shit? They very well could. Bzz, 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 bzz. Don't stun me. Don't do it. Okay.
下がっているよ冥府と天空なる我は夜に輝く月と知る
You just get used to hearing the same sound bites because it's driving you insane.
お受けなさい
It looks like they have lower defense, but I could be wrong. Okay, what is that timer on your stupid head? What is the timer on your head? What does that say? Activate when damaged, electrified to a single enemy when sustaining attacks. Well, for 3 turns, huh? Well, I just won't attack you this turn then. I'd rather not stun myself by attacking you, basically.
出ません輝き
Mew, mew, mew. 冥界をそれが望みならば冥府と天空なる我は夜に輝く月と知るおいでますやっ
Cool, one of them is down.
風よ凍てつく夜の風よ
Such a sad bird. Okay, Electrify was not going to stun me. Good to know. Good to know.
どうしてくれましょう要請手伝く要請手伝く
I see what you tried, though. You're gonna really prolong this fight, huh? You sure are, aren't you? Aren't you, you little turd bucket? Have you ever checked out Durarara? Yes, but I never really got into it.
私の顔ばかり見ていていいですか最果ての島罪の都最後の竜は我が胸に連れ円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロンお受けなさい熱を帯びなさい
Okay, hopefully now we can kill the bird.
いいでそれが望みな罪に罰を死には導きをああその罪を計り知らず我が連れて行こう彼方へ
Death to the birdie! And they all come crashing down. That's 4 down. Was the Wild Hunt secretly some kind of aviary or something? Quit throwing so many birds at us, asshole! Not to mention all those demonic beasts that kind of look like wolves. Pretty sure they look like wolves, yep. This is freaking exhausting! Even when you're whining, you're energetic. Alter, you would make a great Kagekyo yourself. But look, we have another round coming. Huh? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ, the burbs. Shit, a fifth one? This is getting ridiculous. What kind of Alfred Hitchcock bullshit is this? Reinforcements after reinforcements, but then I should have known the Death Storm King would have no end of storm kin to call upon. I knew we would have to through. But these defenses are tougher than I imagined. I see no choice but to fall back and regroup. I trust you're alright with that, Sarah. Okay, fall back for now. Come, Alter, Kagekiyo, Hassan. I'm counting on you to get Sarah out of here safely. I'll bring up the rear. My illusory fire should keep the storm minions occupied. How many nodes you at? Isn't this chapter 19 still? Did we lose them? It would seem so. I no longer sense any bloodlust or hostile magical energy nearby. Sorry guys, but I need to change my spirit origin back for a while. Ugh. Man, feels like I finally got a chance to catch my breath. It's freaking exhausting fighting one giant monster after another. And our spirit origins were not in the best shape to begin with. Still, even having said all that, I'm surprised this opponent has you so discouraged. Well, yeah, we're up against the Wild Hunt, like from fairy tales, right? Of course, it's not going to be just another demonic beast. I get that, but even so. Honestly, it pisses me off. I'm fighting as hard as I can, but neither my spear nor my fire is doing shit. The hell does that thing get off summoning elementals like they're going out of style? Indeed, those kin it keeps summoning are the real problem. We are Avengers. We cannot lose ground to an enemy we have slain once before. Those monstrous birds no longer pose an insurmountable challenge. However, it is still a great hassle to have to fight new ones over and over. If the Avenger of the Wild Hunt and his kin were to attack us all at once... Oh yes, as things stand now, we simply lack the strength to hold them at bay. And yet I also see no sign that the Wild Hunt means to do any such thing. He seems content to keep sending his kin out the front line while he remains in place. I suspect it's a matter of kingly pride. As long as that continues, we should be able to get past his kin like we were before. The problem is what comes afterward. Once we're past them, can we defeat him before he summons another wave? If only we had one more fighter on our side. However, for Dantes to bring in another Avenger from Chaldea, he would need a command spell. I would prefer to avoid using one unless absolutely necessary, since Master only has the one remaining. I have an idea. My Noble Phantasm is an anti-city type. Accordingly, it can destroy an entire city if necessary. I can use it to take down the Wild Hunt's kin in one fell swoop, and let you fight him without interference. What do you think? Just give the word, and I would be happy to use it. An anti-city Noble Phantasm? Oh, yes. My Noble Phantasm can eradicate the birds, the wolves, and everything else in your way. You need only ask. I may be an empty shadow without even a temporary contract, but I assure you I will see it done, regardless of what becomes of me. Thanks, but the answer is no. Oh? There are still people living here, even if they're not here now. Are there, though? Are you sure it won't just turn back to normal? We could all just call it one big giant gas explosion, you know. Then allow me to rephrase. How many sacrifices are you willing to accept in pursuit of your goal? Because to my knowledge, you've already accepted at least 7. Hey, you looking to have your face broken? Because I'm happy to cave it in. I'll start with that stupid scraggly chin beard of yours. Rip that right out by the roots. If you would be so kind, I'm addressing myself to Sarah presently. Yeah, that's why I'm this close to losing my shit. Cagliostro. I'm not going to use your noble phantasm. End of story. Then what will you do instead? The enemy is powerful. While I'm sure you can fight well enough, even with your current forces, I'm also sure I'm not the only one who feels uneasy about how far you can go while pushing yourselves to your limits. Under those circumstances, how will you engage the enemy? I'll do everything I possibly can. And something will come around that will save my ass at the last second, like always. I see, then having done that, how would you rate your chances of victory? As I said before, we are at a tremendous disadvantage. Our enemy is destruction incarnate, 2 great foes in one, as strong as a divine spirit. And what's more, they have endless waves of elemental thunderbirds and wolf-like demonic beasts to wear you down. So how will you win when the odds are so stacked heavily against you? Please, do tell me, Master of Chaldea. What is your answer? I'll use a command spell. Forget it, Master. That's not happening. Anyway, Count Shithead, you got a thing for drama? Fine, I'll play along. So our opponent's practically a divine spirit, and we're hopelessly outnumbered? Tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I'll say it. Even with as much power as we've got to put out on the field, this has still been a tough fight. And I am thoroughly sick of these enemies who keep throwing waves of minions at us. But whining about it won't solve a thing. We've got about 50 minutes left on the stream. 5-0. So really the only thing we can do here is fight our way out with hard work and bold tactics, yeah? Alter, I am no expert in matters of war or combat. But isn't that essentially the tactic one employs in a desperate last stand? Oh, shut up. Okay, so normally that's true, but I've got a secret plan this time, alright? Can you not at least work that much? Can you not at least work that much out, you frickin' idiot? My point is, Master's not giving up. She's going to do this no matter what. So my only choice is to follow her wherever she goes. If that means I gotta come up with a secret plan, then damn it I will. Alter. Thanks, Alter. Ah, great. Now you're just calling me Alter too, huh? Anyway, guess that's settled. Salieri, Kagekyo, Hassan, Bargain Bin Limbo. Get Master and me close to him, whatever it takes. You mean to the Avenger of the Wild Hunt? Who the hell else? We got 3 trials to go, and that thing is 2 of them. So let's go take it down. Alright, you bastards, get ready, because we're coming for you. Oh, okay. I'm back! I'll admit I might not be able to endure your thunder in my standard Spirit Origin. But my lamenting exterior is another story. The man in gray tends to dominate in this form, so I won't be able to hold it for long. Do you feel the pacing started off real slow until about halfway? I think the beginning stuff was better. It's just that their need to put us through 7 fucking trials just seems kinda ridiculous. And therefore the pacing seems weird if you look at each of those 7 trials. And now they're like, we have to double up on these ones, we have to double up on these ones. Because we don't have the time. It's ridiculous. But if an altar means business, I will do whatever I can to support her. I may not be used to aerial combat, but I'll still follow you wherever you go. But I'll still follow you wherever you go, Elemental. Back me up, Asani Saba. What a fool, but I must commend your spirit, music teacher. You know you are far better suited to a support role, given your inability to maneuver in the air, but you tried just the same. Your chivalry has touched my very soul. However, given the nature of Lost Belt 6, I'm pretty sure they don't actually have like a, oh, we're halfway there thing. They'll just say, keep writing until you're done. If it takes like 17 years to complete the story, then do it. That seems like to be their attitude over at Type Moon. I don't care if the script is as big as a truck. Your chivalry has touched my very soul. I must admit, it is nice to experience a feeling other than hatred for once. Well done, music teacher. Well done, Salieri. 7 trials come from the 7 trumpets of the Bible. That explains the trumpets before each trial, yeah. In our common goal of taking a formidable enemy commander's head, we face impossible odds together. Creatures of the storm, supernatural wolves! If you fear not our army, then bare your fangs and do your worst. I, Kagekiyo, shall slaughter you all before you even know what has happened. So much fluff dialogue, I swear. Too much fluff, way too much fluff. Fuck that shit. Oh, I don't get to choose anybody on this one. I have to use what they give us. Alright, well, I don't know jack shit about these guys' noble phantasms, except Misericordia de Mi hits everybody at least, so there's that. I'm assuming the next round I have to fight the birds. Hello, Eric Staten. What is this? Increase critical strength, apply a stage or navigate. Fine, whatever, just do it. Mastery, quick artifact versus darkness, whatever. Increase NP gauge, yeah, go for it. Single AoE. Okay. Jesus Christ, Salieri, you have 0 defense. 1 crit is all it takes to fuck you up that bad, huh? Huh? Wowzers. Oh, man. Now, before you die, Salieri, we'll have you use your Noble Phantasm on the Woofies.
行くぞ公演の始め殺す
God, if only we could have started the fight with some NP gain, that would have been nice. Yep, we gotta fight another burb. Is the burb gonna cheat? Are you gonna cheat? You gonna cheat? You gonna cheat? You gonna cheat? And yes, fuck you. Fuck you, bird! Wasting all my time. I fucking hate you, bird! You're wasting all my time, fuck you. Wow, Salieri didn't die from that. I don't know how he'd done it. Because part of me hoped they would be nice and let me off the hook. The Son of the Shining Star sounds kinda like a girl. Probably played by one. You really need to stop fucking doing that. Oh great, I was gonna use his Noble Phantasm, but then you struck him dead! Oh great. And then the bird's gonna kill us all this time, I'm sure, because the one guy I was gonna use my Noble Phantasm for is just fucking around. Am I gonna win this? Am I gonna win this? Maybe not. Not if Birdo keeps cheating. Then again, Kagekyo does have guts. And I knew you were gonna try to cheat like a motherfucker. The problem is, how many turns do you get to go still? None. Okay, so maybe I did win this. Since you're the only decent fighter in this whole group. Yay! Oh! I feel like time is going really slow today. But whatever. Let's see here. I thought you said that one of them didn't have any fights, but that's not entirely true, is it? What's my favorite Pokemon? Oh shit. I mean, honestly, probably Pikachu. I always liked Pikachu. Catch you later, Krishigan. He's still summoning more! There's no beauty to be found in endless repetition. I'm counting on you to bring this concert to a close, Jean Alter. I guess that makes him the opening act. Or maybe he's just a decoy? Either way, as long as he keeps those things out of my hair, I'm good. Because now... it's games time! I can finally take you on one-on-one. I'll have to get him an ice pop from a convenience store later or something. That is so not worth dying for. Anyway, hello, Wild Hunt. It's nice to meet you. Now, goodbye! I don't know if you're a storm, an omen, or a friggin' destiny itself. Whatever you are, I'm burning your ass. You, traveler caught in the storm. You will abandon everything in the face of an inevitable storm, just as countless others have done before you. Yeah, come on. You will resign yourself to despair when love is ripped from your grasp. You will abandon all hope when all tears are whipped away. But if you still mean to fight the storm in spite of these truths, then know that untamable fire, kindled by your own body, is your only hope at the end of vengeance. Burn with anger, with resentment. Transform your fury into the flames of love and hate. Overcome the fateful storm that is reality. Let your anger guide you. Kill everything that stands in your way. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna beat your sorry ass, but I'll never end up like that. That's right, it's never too late for anyone to change their minds. And if nothing else, you can always change the score. You can change it to a clear blue sky that stretches on as far as the eye can see. Not unless you're God and you can change the weather. To a chance encounter that feels nothing short of miraculous. To a special someone's shy smile. It doesn't matter if nobody else understands as long as you hold something bright and precious in your heart. You fucking hippie. You can always begin the song of life anew. Now, what will you do here? Jean Alter? Sarah. You're kinda close. It's time for my secret plan. There might be some blowback, but just try to hang in there. This thing uses magical energy to drag servants over, right? So here, have some of mine! The next moment, she plunged her right hand deep into the ground right before your eyes. No, not the ground. Your shadow. She's grabbing the shadow by your feet and pulling at it. Avengers! Avenger this, Avenger that, friend or foe, it's all Avengers here. That's the only kind of servant you can bring here, right, Dantes? Then I know exactly who to call. So instead of a command spell, you just yank him out of the ground. Seems kind of nice. She reaches through the shadow to grab hold of something beyond it. Fangs, proud, noble, twisted fangs, eyes, demonic eyes glowing like molten gold. One is an inhuman soul that refused to disappear even upon being remade. The other soul forever falls into madness, having lost everything. The black shadow seems as though it is being torn apart from the inside, and in its place stands... not one servant, but two! Is it Lobo? I had a feel... oh no, wait, what? How do you do that? How do you get two out of there? Just yank out servants... whatever. Who's charging the mana for these guys? How much debt's going on this credit card? A knight's sword, accompanied by a demonic serpent's maw. The blade of a German knight, wielded with skillful precision, in the jaws of a monstrous serpent, the very essence of evil. I know exactly who each belongs to. You open your mouth and call out to the true names of the spirit origins taking shape before you. Hessian Lobo, Gorgon, Eco! Femboy Hassan is played by Jaden Yuki and JP. I don't know who that is. Is that a guy? Come on, you two. Your master needs your help. Let's see. You can start by blowing that damn lightning bird away. Okay. 1,000 mystic eyes. Release. Melt away. I didn't know she had that many. Pandemonium Cetus. Okay, so it is a guy. Super puppy. Well done. They annihilated those creatures in an instant. The storm is easing up as well. I think Gorgon's magical energy may have something to do with that. What strength? I see. So this is the Chaldean Count's temporary power-up in action. I remember you said he consumes his own magical energy to provide it. However, that is not the only unknown factor I sense here. Another is Jeanne Alter herself. She's using her spirit origin as kindling, isn't she? One wrong move and she could destroy herself. Such incredible resolve, such devotion. I've hardly seen the like. Is it born of affection? Or perhaps it flows from the same well as her sister, who so often leads other heroes her aid. Lens. That is well outside my area of expertise, so I cannot be certain. At any rate, that's not all. What is this other incredibly mysterious factor I sense? Does it have anything to do with why the Master of Chaldea's magical energy provision is so oddly efficient? Enormous shadows stand in opposition before Odaiba's giant Ferris wheel. A storm riding a beast and the undisputed Wolf King. And that's not all. I turn my gaze elsewhere and see glittering eyes staring back. Eyes that once belonged to a goddess, but now belong to an abomination with great serpents writhing where her body should be. Just this once, I'll spare you my usual disdain. I cannot believe you brought me here to fight alongside a dog. You were so brazenly arrogant, I'm actually impressed. All the more so now that I see I'm facing you, the storm of fear, death, misfortune, and destruction. Interesting. You have brought two new fighters here, one fanged, one demonic, neither of which share any of the same fears as humans. How amusing. But even fangs and demons cannot escape loss or destruction. His remains will make suitable paving stones for my temple. Come, Wolf King. It is time to begin our hunt. No, to devour our prey. The only question that remains is how best to cook it. So many laughs. So many evil laughs. Or evil-sounding laughs. Oh, and I got to use their Jalter. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Performs an additional attack with Beast of Given after its actions end. Okay, whatever. Certain attacks by an ally, Gorgon, or Hessian will apply Beast Hunting State to the opponent, which will suppress additional attacks while in effect. Okay. In this quest, only one Gorgon, Hessian, Lobo. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Okay. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna have to use yours, because I don't have my own of either of those. We'll put a backup Castoria just to be safe. And then we'll put a Marlin, and then we'll put a Avenger. We're already using a Jalter, so. Okay. Okay. Was she arts? Yeah. This whole ordeal is exhausting. Aventuriers. Yeah, fair enough. Oh god, he's got 3 health bars again. God damn it. Okay. Now the biggest problem here is getting these guys' NPs up. You can immobilize a single enemy. Well, that would be nice. How about you stay put, bitch? Petrify, hell yeah. Maybe I should have used that when he's about to NP. Decrease death resist. You're not gonna death the boss. That would be nuts. But only 1 attack and remove buffs from 1 enemy. He doesn't really have any buffs yet, so we'll wait. What does this one do? Greatly increase attack for 4 times for 2 turns. I hate that for number of times. Buster card, so you start gathering. Yeah, we'll do that when you have an MP. And apply guts, increase critical strength. Yeah, we'll do that later. For you though, that works. And then we'll wait until you're about to actually hit the enemy for that. As often as possible. I wonder how fast that skill resets. I love dogs! Now, which noble phantasm would be the best? I guess it depends on who pairs with it. We'll find out whose turn I can triple into a triple. Jesus Christ, I forgot he can do that. We only have 10 crit stars, so it doesn't really help that much. But we do have at least another Buster from you. Alright, yeah, let's do Jalter. Let's do it. Let's do it. Pachunk. Pachunk, pachunk. And hope to God that takes out a health bar. And we cursed his ass. Alright, yeah, that works. Alrighty. I feel almost obligated to use Jalter again, though, because she's really good with crits. And we get that whole spiel. It did just use 6 moves, yes. Okay, that didn't take as much as I was hoping at the end, but whatever. This fight cost you 2 ley line stones, huh? Let's see if I can... I'll see how far I get, basically. I think I just broke him. Yeah, there we go. Might kill Jalter here, I'm expecting that. Just 'cause she doesn't have a lot of defense. Yeah, whatever. But the other ones will stay alive. Oh yeah, the amount of health just keeps growing bigger and bigger. Alright, Lobo, show me what you can do, pupper. Show us the power of Freerin! That dog's holding the sword! What a good boy! What a good boy! Blemish smash. Yeah, it didn't do as much as I had hoped, but then again, you keep getting more health, so that actually kind of might have been impressive. The power of Freerin and Fern! I don't know, just because it said Freerin, I'm a simple man. No, yeah, Fern could probably fuck it up too. She'd be strong. And we still didn't do enough to kill him. Fuckity duck duck duck. Fuckity duck duck duck. Hey, but at least didn't get to do another third one. Alright, let's do that. Why not? Stay put, little shit. Well, that makes sense. Lots of German names, yeah. In that particular anime, for sure. I don't feel guilty at all, the fact that you're still not broken even after a triple like this. What the fuck? Oh, you're so close. Oh no. One health, huh? Wowza bowza browza. Okay, well. Curse for the win, even though it don't kill him. Break, you son of a bitch! Alright. Now can we survive this next turn? I don't know. Merlin is doing a pretty good job keeping their HP a little up above the death threshold. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Health to the yeah. Alright, alright. We'll do Pupper, you, and then... Merlin's got 100% critical, but you're not an Avenger. So let's go. Hey Gumi, how you doing? This might be the end for you guys. Or not. Hey, you stopped hitting me. That always helps. And then decrease death resist for an attack, remove buffs for one enemy. Yeah, no buffs for you, you cheater. Can the dog get... Yeah, let's gather some. Create stars for the poppy. And we'll do a triple pupper combo. Triple puppy combo! Triple puppy combo! With cheese. How's the game been going? Sorry, could not be there at the start. Been a very busy day for you. Yeah, no worries. I respect your time. Unlike this game. I might just make it through. I might just make it through. Should I do 2 Noble Phantasms? Should I do a triple NP? Yeah, let's see what happens. YOLO! YOLO! Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be my final node. My final node. The node. My node. Just spend the rest of the day watching your videos. Well, thank you very much. Hey, I am gonna win this! Unless you've got a guts hiding in there. I like her laugh. It's a very good laugh. Yosha! Yes, that's what YOLO means, indeed. You only live once. A more slang version of like Carpe Diem, which is like, seize the moment! Let's go for it! I watch as the Wolf King sinks his fangs into the great beast's throat. Ugh. I like it better when it makes screaming sounds when she does that. While the serpent's mystic eyes petrify the Deathstorm King's spear arm. And then... Now! Alter? Sorry. Huh? Thy path has long since come to an end. Alone, none of you could hope to stop the Deathstorm King. Loss and destruction come to all things. Humans, fangs, demons, even gods. However, if humans, fangs, and demons can find a way to work together rather than separately... You know, the maker of Black Lagoon said he would love to collab, but it's up to the Nikkei fans to make it happen. That's pretty cool. It seems they can, at times, make even the impossible possible. That did not sound like a wolf to me. What was that? I didn't think you were capable of telling jokes. We win! Guess I should have known. I can't keep Lobo and a former goddess around forever. You know, all that aside, I am freaking wiped. I can't move a goddamn muscle. Man, what I wouldn't give for a cold soda right now. Would you like a carbonated soda? I can't believe the Shadow Dantes has been putting himself through this during every trial. He's gotta be an idiot or something. Yeah, that must be it. What else could it be? Jean Alter! Whoa there. Thanks, I hate to admit it, but... I got a little dizzy there. Just don't do that again. You say that, but you're the one who keeps defying her. Yeah, you're right. I won't. I feel like I might blow my whole spirit core if I tried that again. And then you'd probably cry or something. So don't worry, this is a one-time thing. But hey, at least now you can go into the last trial with a command spell to use, right? I don't think even that masked bastard would spring an 8th on us. I think you're right. So that just leaves one more trial. Bravo! So you completely destroyed both Servant Spirit Cores simultaneously. Exceptional work. You have passed the 5th and 6th trials. That leaves only one, my trial. Well, what's nice is that Nikkei puts out, like, surveys, and they actually seem to, like, read them. So I'll take out the survey, and if they say Black Lagoon in a potential list of collabs, of course I'd check it. I won't tell you to steel yourself. I will only say this. Wait, but dare to hope. Okay. And with that, we got a lot of goodies. And we are at section 20. So there's 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 that may or may not be completed on Wednesday. I have stuff to do tomorrow on Tuesday, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. But I will set up a stream for Wednesday for y'all, maybe. The one thing I need to do is check when that stream may be. Because I think I need to make it a little later. So, like, maybe starting at 5 o'clock, which would be 3 hours later than this current one, which I know isn't ideal. I know it's not ideal. I could just wait for Thursday if y'all don't mind. Yeah. Oh, there's 26 chapters. Somebody said 24. They lied. I should have trusted you from the start. But yes, okay, fine, whatever. I'll wait for I'm gonna do. I'll try to start on Thursday. That way we can start at our normal time. And yeah, so we'll take 2 days off. I don't want to do it, but I think it'd be ideal. And then I can do other things during that time for the channel. Like finish up my next Nikkei lore, that kind of stuff. I'll let a Nikkei lore drop tomorrow, so you guys have some videos to enjoy while I'm gone. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, definitely subscribe to OtakuDaiKun. Consider becoming a channel member. It's definitely the best way to support us and what we do. And until next time, celebrate your fandom.